What is up, beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel. I'm out at my favorite fishing spot, and it is pretty chilly out here, and the water is freezing. We're in early spring, and the bite is very slow because the water is so cold. But oftentimes it's not just about catching fish for me, it's about getting on the water. This is kind of my place to recenter, just slow down, break away from life, work, and everything that is chaotic out there. I like to come and just sit on the water and get away from it all and just kind of decompress. Yeah, I wanted to get with you guys, and I talked about on a previous video about I had some big news for veterans coming up that could change your life, and here it is. As you guys know, I am a veteran. I was a military police officer. I served right out of high school for 6 years, well, about 8 years, and I was a reservist, and I did 2 deployments. So got out somewhere around 2006. And yeah, after that time, I noticed that there were some things that weren't necessarily right. And when COVID hit, that's when things really started to come to the surface. And I had a couple incidents where I knew it was abnormal and that I needed to get it checked out. So not only did I know something was wrong, but as a veteran, there's a lot of discounts out there for veterans. I wanted a veteran card. And so I went to a local VA office and told him what was going on and asked how I can get a veteran card. And he said, first thing we need to do is get you diagnosed for PTSD. And I'm like, yeah, but I never went to war or anything like that. And he said, well, there's a lot of different reasons why people get diagnosed. And so I got diagnosed. It took over a year for things to finally get done. But as a result of that, I was diagnosed as 30% disabled due to PTSD. And so one thing that I really learned through that entire process is the VA system, for the most part, is broken. Number one, it takes way too long for veterans to get what they need. Okay, it should not take over a year for the paperwork and things in my case to go through to the point of compensation or treatment. Secondly, they don't do a very good job of making you aware. So when I came back from deployment, yes, we had a meeting. They pulled everybody into this gym at a high school or a hotel or wherever the heck we were, and we had our families there, and they talked about insurance and benefits moving forward, and if you ever feel like you want to kill yourself, call this number. Well, we were just so excited to be home and be around our families. We all left. You throw that stuff in a bottom drawer of your dresser, and then you never look at it again. And so there's never any follow-up. You don't really know what to do. My dad went to Vietnam when he was 18. He's now in his 60s, has all kinds of health complications. And finally, after I started my journey with getting help and treatment, he decided to get it checked out. And now here we are 40 years later, and my dad is now 90% disabled and is being compensated for all of the things that he went through and all of the health issues that he has from now until the rest of his life. He could have been in a position where he was getting help from the government for literally the last 40 years. But there hasn't been any follow-up or, he didn't know. He didn't know how the process worked. I didn't know how the process worked until I talked to somebody else that knew. And so that's why I was making this video. It's so important. I think with PTSD, the whole thing is, if you were in a position where your life or your body was in danger of any kind, you could go online and find the actual reason, or you could find the actual definition. But what I was told by the doctor that interviewed me, if you are in a position where your life or body is in imminent danger, you're eligible for compensation if it affects certain criteria of your life, which chances are it probably does. So if you're somebody out there that was like me and thinks, I was never in a Saving Private Ryan moment, I wasn't like Forrest Gump. We weren't storming the beach of Normandy. You know, I was on a SWAT team that extracted inmates or detainees from a jail cell that had every intention of wanting to kill me when I did it. Then chances are you're eligible for that. So don't be afraid to speak up. If you see things in your life, anxiety, depression, can't sleep, night terrors, whatever, can't be around loud noises, kids, fireworks, all of that stuff. Even if you just think, man, do I feel different than I used to? Then get a hold of somebody. Find a VA rep near you. Go and see them. Tell them what's going on. Get the process started, because chances are it's going to take a long time to do it. I was able to, not only being 30% disabled, I get compensation every month tax-free from the government to help compensate me for treatment that I'm undergoing. But also, and more importantly, it hooked me up with an amazing therapist that I see once a month that helps me cope with my PTSD and gives me tools to combat things before they happen or before it becomes a bigger issue than it is. So anyway, if you're watching this video and you're a veteran, or you know somebody that might benefit from this information, please send it to them. You may have went through something that the government now will pay you for the rest of your life. And I'm telling you, it might surprise you. So please don't be afraid to speak up. There's many other guys out there that are like me that probably need help and they don't know where to go. And if that's you, you can get a hold of me in the comments. I would love to help you. I can like plug you in with the right people. You're not alone in any of this by any means. So I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for your service. This could be just the beginning to something greater in your life. So anyway, I'm just gonna stay out here and hopefully catch a fish, but if not, I can't really complain. This is a pretty sweet little deal I got going. So anyway, I'll see you guys on the next adventure. Be blessed. Have fun out there.